Yo, what's good YouTube? In today's video we're doing a bit of a different reaction than usual. We're reacting to Bill Feezy. Like, I've been seeing this guy like popping up everywhere on my feed. I decided to check him out and I can't lie, we might have to do some more reactions in the future. Anyways, I don't want to take up too much of your time, so let's get straight into it. Yo, what's good YouTube? I can't lie, I've been seeing this guy pop up on my feed bare, and I just thought, you know what? I might as well give him a reaction, you know? Yeah, anyways, I don't have too much to say because I'm a bit blindsided, but like I think he does like prison stories and stuff. So anyways, let's get straight into it.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah.
Yeah, you know I got the snacks. Can't lie, nothing too crazy today, not like a full meal, just snacking a little, you get me? Just feeling a bit peckish.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your big homie, Big Feezy. Hey, look, bro. There be a lot of people hitting me up about promo, collabs, all kind of stuff, bro. You feel me? And it just be too much for me to respond to, bro. I got some management going on right now. FeezyManagement@gmail.com. If you want to do anything that needs my participation, hit that email and they'll get back with you. But listen, bro. I got a roommate that's one of my partners. You know what I'm saying? I rock with him, but I didn't really realize that this was a nasty individual until we got in the room with him. And I noticed a little tad bit of his nastiness, but it didn't really kick in until we spent a little time in the room together.
Oh, you know what? I feel you, because I can't, when people are just messy, man. Like, I'm assuming that's what it's gonna be. You know, when people are just messy, man. Like, I ain't even got OCD like that, but you can see even from the background, you get me? You know, I like my shit cut tidy. I like my shit clean. You get me? Like when people just have everything everywhere, all over the place. I'm like, bro, seriously. Especially people my age. I'm like, you're an adult now. What are you doing, bro?
And before I even jump straight into this, bro, this applies in prison, on the streets, and everything. Listen, bro. Have you ever been cool as hell with somebody? I'm talking about rock out with somebody, but of course y'all live in different rooms or different houses or something. And then y'all been cool, y'all linking up all the time. You might even come visit, I might come visit, but we always leave and go back. And then once y'all decide to be roommates, or once y'all decide to, in a free world sense, move in the same house together, bro, you realize this person is nasty as hell, or this person got an attitude problem, or this person feet stink, or this person, and
Yeah.
then you be like, damn, I'm starting to get frustrated with you. Like, I don't even want to be cool with your ass no more.
Yeah, I hear that, bro. Like I had the same thing. Like I never had a roommate in it, but like I had the same thing when I was going on holiday, bro, with one of my boys, and it was just like I was like, yo, clean up, bro. You get me?
But it be like that sometimes, bro. You know, he in the room with me, bro, but he do stuff like, we'll make a pocket. He'll put his bowl in the sink, run water in it. Now, that's a normal thing, because I done did that many times. And sometimes you don't feel like cleaning it out immediately. You know what I'm saying? You be full of hair. You just want to kick back for a minute. I understand that. But we going on day 2, day 3. Now, why the hell that dirty bowl still in the sink?
Oh no. Listen, yo, word of advice to anyone watching: don't leave your. If you got any dirty plates, if you got any dirty plates or bowls or anything, don't leave them for over a day. Wash them the same day, because that's when you get that mold and all that stuff. You don't want a moldy plate.
Folk, you know what I'm saying? So it used to be issues like that with him where, I don't know, his socks just used to be stinking, or he'll be a little musty,
Yo, he's calling them out, Loki.
whatever. He'll just do nasty stuff, like wipe something off on his shirt, wear the same shirt for the next 3-4 days. You know what I'm saying? It just was getting irritating. And then I don't know what he had going on down there in that bottom bunk. But there was a smell that had started coming from down there, and I can't really identify what the smell is, but I know it smells unhuman like. You know what I'm saying? So I told them one day, they locked us down, and I was highly upset. We was locked down for maintenance. It wasn't gonna be a long lockdown. And I was just highly upset, bro, because he was just like nasty, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to him. I'm like, bro, what's up, bro? I was like, bro, man, you might need to find another room, G. He like, damn, why you say that? Why?
I feel for you, bro. I feel for you. Honestly, like, I can't lie. It's like a pet peeve for me when people are just like, just so untidy. Like, I don't mind a little bit of mess in it. Like, everyone's a little bit messy here and there, but you know when it's like it goes from a point where it goes from messy to like actually disgusting. You get me? When it gets that disgusting stage, I'm just like, chill out. You get me?
Start laughing. Ha ha ha. Boy, trying to put me on the dough. Spit popping all out his mouth. Come on, bro. He like, come on, CB, man. You trying to put me on the dough. I'm like, nah, G, it ain't like that, but come on, bro. We just gonna be two grown men. We gonna real reality, bro. No jokes, no games, no nothing. I'm like, bro, you nasty, bro. You know that, bro. He stood up and looked at me, cause I was laying on my bed. He stood up. He said, how the hell I'm nasty, G? Damn, G done called me nasty, G. I said, bro, you got two dirty bowls.
Yo, I can't lie. Like, are they not that self-aware? You get me? Like, if I was like having messing for it, I'd be conscious of that. You get me? I'd be like, yo, you get me? This place looking a little dirty.
A fork, a cup in the sink. He told me, man, I'm about to clean it out. G, like he want to play, but I'm dead serious. I'm like, bro, that shit been there for 2-3 days, folks. I'm like, it's an inconvenience to me when I want to brush my teeth or wash my hands or throw some water on my face to wake me up if I'm tired because I got to move your stuff out the way. I got to touch your dirty items. You feel me? I'm trying to brush my teeth. I don't want to touch no sour ass tuna residue that you done had in this bowl from 2 days ago. It's an inconvenience to me, bro. Then you be in here musty. You barely take showers. I'm like, come on, bro. You just move in the room with one of the other brothers, bro. Like go in the room with one of the other guys, bro. That bothers me, bro. He was like, I'm tighten up, G. I'm going to tighten up, G. I'm going to tighten up. I'm like, all right, bro. Damn, folks. You know what I'm saying? So I know it made him feel some type of way because the entire time we was locked down, after I said what I said, he didn't say 2 words to me. We come off the lockdown.
Bro, some people, you try that. Yo, sorry, 2 secs, YouTube. Yo, sorry about that, YouTube. I'm back.
You know what I'm saying? We leave out the room, move around, do whatever it is we do. I'm down there at the window because I see them walking people down the walk, getting ready to bring some intake in. I just so happened to look back up. When I look back up, he walking out the room with his mat on his shoulder. So I guess me saying that, you know, it was like a reality thing that struck, and it made him feel some type of way. And he moved in the room with one of our other homeboys.
Oh, hell no, man. What's this guy on, bro? Just like, I'm feeling mad for this guy right now, bro. It's like, just be tidy, like, ain't that deep, bro. Just clean up after yourself.
Everybody know he nasty, so I guess he said I need to go with somebody nasty. Well, I ain't got to worry about nobody saying nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. I didn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I was clapping. I was extremely happy. I ain't even say nothing else to him. So I'm standing there by the door, and they get close. I'm like, 13 by the door. 13 by the door. So I walk back up there to the room, just look in the room real quick. You know what I'm saying? Make sure Big Nasty ain't trying to sneak.
Yo, YouTube, I know that some fruit flies just... Is my window still open? Oh, it is as well. Some fruit flies just come through my window.
We take nothing out, you know what I'm saying? So I linked against the rail. It's 2 Caucasian dudes came in the door, and they both look young, bro. I'm talking about probably don't look no older than 20. So they came in the dorm. All the white boys came and greeted them, helped them carry their stuff, you know, with them, taking them around the rooms and stuff where they can go to. So it was one white dude that had a room open on the bottom range. One of them went straight in there. The other one came, well, I guess it wasn't no more downstairs because he came straight up upstairs. And there was a few rooms, them steps they came up. Man, he went in there, they knocked on the door. Dude opened the door as a Muslim dude. I knew he wasn't going to go because a lot of they had be racist on the low. Muslim dude denied. So
oh wait, a Muslim sure will be racist. I didn't even knew that.
2 rooms down again, this blood dude. He be having too much motion going on. I know he ain't finna let nobody in his room. Denied him. So it was one more dude who room
Damn, he's getting down like left, right, and center. If only he just cleaned up. If only he just cleaned up after himself, bro.
was open on that side. He let him go in, let him take all his property in there and everything. Then probably like 10 minutes later, he was coming back out with his property, and the dude who was in that room, he came out. I don't know what he was saying to him. I couldn't hear him.
Ah, he was that nasty, bro. Literally 10 minutes after he went in, he gets kicked out. That's crazy.
I seen him shaking his head like, man. One of the other white dudes came back upstairs and went to talking to him, and then they went to looking around. He looked over at me. He walked over here. He said, he looked in my room first. The door was open. Then he said, hey, C-Bill. I was like, what's up? He was like, hey, man, you think you could let my little bro come in here, man? You know, he seemed like a good dude or whatever. I was like, what he is, Ghostface? Because the dude who I was talking to was a Ghostface. He was like, nah, he ain't a Ghostface, bro. He ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He just cool, you know, dude. They ain't bucked on him about coming in the room, and then that dude said he could come in, but he just kicked him out. Told her, I said, why'd he kick him out? He was like, I don't know, bro. He didn't even give him a reason, to be honest, bro. He just said he can't come in the room. He was like, so, bro, can he come in the room with you, bro? I was like, shit, I don't care, bro. I said, he don't be wigging and nothing. He don't do no drugs or nothing, dude. He said, I asked him, bro. He said he don't. He said he ain't on no type of drugs, bro. I was like, all right, shit, I don't give a damn. He did him like this. Dude came down there. He was like, C-Bill, this Zach C-Bill. And Zach was like, hey, C-Bill. I could tell he was terrified. Like I said, he was young here. I'm like, what's up, bro? You straight? Go ahead. So I walked off. I went to the room to where...
I didn't mean to pose these, but these are banging, bro. There's that toffee caramel on the inside, bro. Loud.
The room where the dude told him he could come in and then kick his ass out, because I wanted to see why you kicked him out. So I need to know if I'm finna follow your lead. So I went out the door. He like, yo, see Bill. He like, come on, Bill. I walk in the room, it's a blood dude. I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, hey, you got going on? I was like, hey, I was just trying to ask you, what the hell you kicked him out for? Cause I just was finna let him in my room, but I don't know. I need to see why you kicked him out. He was like, nah, I told him he was good at first, but he looked familiar as hell. He was like, so I was asking him some questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't mistaken, that's the dude that I seen before another count that had done gotten snitched on somebody. So he said it ain't him. He said he ain't never been to that count. He like, but you know, bro, I'm in here, you feel me? I'm in here serving a life sentence for cause somebody snitched on me, bro. So I don't participate with no type of way. I don't give who you told on, what you told on them about. If you got anything, any form of affiliate.
I feel that, you know what? You know what I reckon? I might be wrong in it, but I feel like when they go to prisons, like, they don't care too much about the crime as long as you ain't snitch, you ain't hurt women, or you ain't hurt kids. You get me?
Affiliation with any type of ratting on against anybody, I'm against you. So I told his ass, go on, come on up out of here. But he was like, I don't know though. He swear up and down that wasn't him. I was like, shit, all right, that's a bet. So I left out. I went back in there. The other dude was still in there. I just linked against the rail, give him some time, you know what I'm saying? Let him get himself together. So when he got himself together, he came out there on the rail. They both came out there. And he was like, yeah, man, my name's Zach. I said, how old you is, bro? He was like, I'll be 21 on Friday. I think this was like a Tuesday. Yeah, because it was a transfer day. It was a Tuesday. He was like, man, your homeboy over there was tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, who? He was like, the room I just came out of. He's telling me we were at another camp together and that I was snitched on somebody. He was like, man, I ain't never snitched on nobody in my life. He was like, buddy, this is my first time in prison. First in...
He's a southern boy, bro. And I ain't mean to offend no one. Actually, I'm gonna stop myself there. I'm not trying to offend no one.
Last, first and last. He was like, I ain't never been to another prison. He said, man, I came straight from the county jail. I said, how much time you got, bro? He said, 2 years. 2 years and it's over with, man. Fucking around with my baby mama. She called the fucking cops on me because I found out she was cheating down the trailer park with that damn bastard Danny. And I poured fucking sugar in her tank and busted a few of those tires out. And she called the police on me. And I was already on probation for busting her mama's car windows out.
Oh my days! So you're telling me, nah? So he done the mumsy's car, and he didn't get caught. He done the ex's car too. Nah.
She was down there being a little in the trailer park. So they gave me 2 years for that, man. But they said since my security is medium, I probably won't do all that time. I said, yeah, hell yeah, man. You probably do a third off of that, bro. I was like, really, to be honest, bro? You probably pull about 8 months. I said, how long you been locked up right now, official? It was like 3 months. I was like, bro, about another 5 months, you probably gone, bro. They probably kick you out the system. Let me ask you something straight up. Keep it G with me. I said, bro, you do drugs? You do meth? You do any type of drug? He said, I don't do no drugs, bro. I said, all right, say less. He leave off with the other dude who he came over there with. Bro, what I noticed, how I noticed I liked this roommate immediately, bro, do you know from that time, I'm talking about from that moment right there, I did not see this boy again until the next day. This man be down there with them white boys all day long. When it came time for lockdown, I'm looking for him because I don't want to lock the door. But at the same time, I don't want to bring no attention to this room, you know what I'm saying? So I wait till the officer in there and actually doom, locking the doors. But when I look down there at the rooms where I know he hang out at, they done locked them doors already.
Oh, hey, so where's he at?
And I'm looking around the dorm, I don't see him out here nowhere. So he got to be locking down with them. So I locked the door. And you know, when they do count at night, man, half the time they not even counting for real. And then even if they is, sometimes they don't even care. You could be 5 piled up in the room. As long as it don't look like nobody getting hurt, as long as they count total up, a lot of them officers don't even give a damn. But I'm telling you, a lot of times they don't even be counting, bro. They just flash that light. You know, if the camera working that dorm, make it look good for the camera, and that's it. This man was my roommate for probably 2 weeks. I can probably count on one hand how many times he been in that room. I could probably count on one hand. Oh, I love this roommate. I had a roommate, but I ain't barely have a roommate. Like, it's very rare that he come up there and use the bathroom. He be using a bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Or he might come grab something out of his box, or, you know, he'll come take a shower and change his clothes, and he gone. He back out the door. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, yeah, I'm rocking with him. I like him. They came in there one day. Something had happened with the blood.
Complete opposite to the other guy that was just in the room all the time, just stinking it up.
And the Muslims. Something had happened. I think somebody ended up getting bust with the candy bar, and they came and they locked everybody down. Now, you know, something like that. Not
By the way, if you don't know what the candy bar is, I'm not sure if I can say it on YouTube, but you get me.
they trying to make everybody go to their room. So when they got to that room down there and they noticed, you know, it was more than 2 people in the room, they made him leave out and they brought him back to his room. So he come in the room. I'm like, damn, boy, you be rocking out with them boys down there, don't it? He like, hell yeah, man. Those guys like my brothers. Like, yeah, I feel that. I know how that feel. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time during this lockdown, this young man is up at that glass staring out that window. You know what I'm saying? And he just keep talking about it. Damn, man, when you think we gonna come off? When you think we gonna come off lockdown? So I'm like, shit, I don't know, bro. You know, somebody get busted with the candy bar, especially if it's got something to do with a gang, like 2 gangs, they feel like if they let us off too fast, it'll pop right back off, you know what I'm saying? So they might try to drag us a couple days, a week or something. You know, they done locked us down for a whole month in the dorm before.
A month? Yo, what must have happened for a month, bro? I couldn't imagine being in one room for a month.
Damn, bro. The man can't sit still for nothing. Now he's starting to irritate me. He was just cool with me at first. Now he's starting to irritate me because you're doing too much fidgeting. Sit your ass down. Sit still. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him, I'm like, bro, you need to use the phone or something? So he always say no. He don't never need to use the phone. He like, nah, he don't need to use the phone. He don't need to use the phone. So I'm like, all right, cool. I had them peeped his name on his shirt one day because they got your name wrote right here. That's why I always snatch mine off. I peeped his name on the shirt one day, and while I'm laying on the top bunk, I typed his name in just to see if what he say is what it really is. And it was. It said something like vandalism or destruction of property, something like that. I think we probably day 3, day 4 into the lockdown. I got up off my bed, you know, I'm lying down like this. I got to swing my feet over, and then I jump down. When I jump down, this man jumps real hard, makes that noise.
Yo,
like
chill.
he was laying down flat and like sits up. looking at me, eyes big as hell, bro. This man drenched in sweat. It ain't even summertime. It's like spring or something. It's perfect feeling weather. This man, so I look at him, I said, folks, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm like, bro, why the hell is you sweating so much? He was like, man, gosh, it's just hot.
Bro, he gotta be like, maybe he lied, didn't he? You know, maybe he does take side. You get what I mean?
Hot. You know what I'm saying? I got an extra fan sitting right there on the floor in the corner. I'm like, bro, grab that fan, plug it up if you hot, bro. He was like, I just didn't want to touch your stuff. I'm like, nah, bro, you good? Grab that fan, plug it up. So I go over here, I go to taking a piss. While I'm taking a piss, I say to myself, I said, now, I ain't the smartest man in the world. When it come to these junkies, I could see them.
That's what I'm saying, you know, that's something suspicious, you know, if he's all like, you know, that's what I'm thinking too.
Very vividly. And I say, man, I hope that man ain't been geeking. That's probably why he ain't been coming in their room. He been in there with them because they been on their dope together. And they know I don't play that dope stuff. So they told him probably like, yeah, just stay around us. You know what I'm saying? So I got done taking a leak. I wiped the toilet off, throw the tissue in the toilet. And I'm turning, looking at him. I flush the toilet. Now the prison toilet makes a loud, like a thunderous noise when you press. Bro, this man, I'm like, bro, what the hell you so jumpy for? Folks, you all right? Yeah, I'm all right.
Nah,
You know
he's
what I'm
on something. He's been on something. 200. I'd put any money on it. That, you know, when you're chilling with the Maya boys, he's taking son.
So instantly, I know he geeked up, pissed me off. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, why you lied to me, bro? He was like, lie about what? I said, bro, I asked you, did you do drugs when you came in here, bro? I said, well, people don't be understanding, bro. What if I got a phobia of people that's on drugs? What if I've been through something so deep and serious with people that have drugs that it makes me paranoid around you, bro? It's a million people in this dorm that do drugs, bro. You could have been in the room with somebody that would have perfectly accepted you, bro. You feel me? You didn't have to lie about being geeked up. So that man swearing up and down, I'm tripping, and he's not geeked up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, I don't know about this, bro. You feel me? So I just hopped back on the rack. Because like I say, he young, bro. He really seemed like a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to press it too much. You know what I'm saying? To the point it's like, I'm making you feel me? I don't want to come off like.
Give me a second. Yeah, my fault, YouTube. I'm back. I don't know if there's noise for the video or there was something going on outside, but I had to shut my windows quick. It's because it's way too dark to have my windows open.
Like I'm bullying you and no stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, I don't know about this, bro. That man looked up at me and said, don't know about what? I'm saying, but said it with like some, you know what I'm saying, like some authority. Don't know about what? I'm like, boy, if you sit your little skinny ass down. But I told this man, if you don't sit your little ass down, that man stuck his hand in his pants and pulled out a candy bar so long and sharp.
Oh my days. Ain't no way, bro. For what?
You got to watch part 2 to see what happened next.
Oh, no way you just done us like that. No way you just done us like that. I know what. Listen, if I gotta be done like that, you're gonna be done like that too. Yo, stay tuned for part 2. Anyways, yeah. Peace up.